Gamers, welcome back. Dragon Age Origins, episode 56. We're back. Let's read our synopsis, shall we? Andraste's ashes were able to restore Harrowmont to health, and he has been told of the civil war that is brewing in Ferelden. The Jarl plans to call the lands meet, and has begun sending word to his allies. However, even if Harrowmont can unite Ferelden, her forces stand no chance against the Darkspawn horde. You need more men, and the Grey Warden treaties you hold give you the authority to command the various races of Thedas to fight with you. Gather your army and pray that Ferelden stands united when the time comes. So we're still trying to recruit the dwarves and the elves, and I think we were heading to Orzammar next to learn a little bit more about what's going on with the dwarves, see if we can convince them into fighting for us. But essentially we got the mages, we got the Templars, we got the humans. If you want to think of Redcliffe as like the humans, that's kind of how I think of them. We got to learn a lot about Andraste in the first chapter, if you want to call it that. It's essentially what that was. It's like the first chapter of the game. That's quite a load screen there, huh? But okay. Got a new sweater. Got it for Christmas. What do you guys think? You digging? You vibing? Okay, so last time we were playing, I think we left off in dinner because we came here and exchanged those dragon scales to make that armor from Wade, right? I don't think it was made. I think he said he needs some time or something like that, right? So we are heading to, we are heading to Orzammar. One love. I think we've checked out like all the back alleys. We've been to the Pearl. Let's go back real quick, see if there's anything new there. We've cleared out the area with the blood mages. That secret subsect of the cult. Just kind of check around, see if there's anything we can loot. Looks like we might have a fight.
I said something. Drawing near.
Oh, they stunned me. Let's see how this looks for Morgans. Oh, they're trapped out, damn. I'm dead as hell, bro. Oh, I'm so dead. Is there a lever on this side maybe that they can pull? No, I have to pull the lever.
Let's get started.
You gotta go, bro. Come on, I'm slowed. Stop fighting. Hit the lever. Now everyone get in here, please, God. Huge taunt. Huge burn.
Right. Let's get started.
Alright, well, that could have been much worse, but...
Right.
Metal shards, some silver, elf root.
Let's get started.
But a chest up here that I would like to see. And a box.
As you wish. Right.
A Viridium mace, 50 silver. Not bad. Continue on to the Pearl. See if our old master is here. No, she's gone. Sandia?
Welcome back. What can I get for you, honey?
The women.
Wait here.
Can you actually...
Now, before you choose one, let me remind you of the guild rules. You see these lovely gentlemen by the door? If you don't play
I guess
nicely
we're
with my people, these boys will have
having a
words
lady of
with
the
you.
night.
You'll pay up front, 40 silver. I'm getting tired of throwing soldiers off the pier for forgetting their coin. We're a craft hall, not a public charity. So, shall I let you get acquainted?
I've changed my mind.
Oh, that's too bad.
We're a little too nervous
Well,
for this,
look
guys.
again. Perhaps we'll have someone who catches your eye.
I can't perform under this pressure. Sorry, guys. Now we're saving ourselves. Let's head to Frostback Mountain. It's close to Brokeback. Maybe we should have chose the dudes. What the heck? Ah, we almost made it without any trouble. Oh, it's Tegrin.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can get you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
See what you have. He's got a diamond maul. It's a tier 1 weapon, damn. It actually just has like dwarven made items. It's kind of cool. I mean, nothing crazy from him. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and buy these now just so I can learn them for the future, but we recently figured out that if you just buy the recipe, you'll unlock it when you become like an expert trap maker or whatever. And I think I want our rogue to be... How do we look at skills? Yeah, I think I want our rogue to be proficient in stealing, trap making, poison, and maybe not full out on survival, because I do want some combat tactics. That way when I switch over to other characters, like he'll know what to do. But he's pretty simple. It's get behind target and just stab, 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 right? And then we'll have Alistar be more about survival. Obviously, master of combat training and combat tactics. He wouldn't steal. He wouldn't probably be making traps or anything like that. Morrigan, will have her become a master herbalist and probably combat tactics. Wynn, she'll be master combat tactics and herbalism. And then some of the sideline characters, like I think I'm gonna have Liliana be like a master of coercion. I think she's like master stealing, master coercion is what I'm gonna make her. Just this like tricky little bard. Alright, back into Orzammar. We've been here once before. We talked to the guard, and there was, I think, Logain's men were here, and we had to like fight them off. We'd learned about there's some dwarven conflict going on, but we didn't stick around. We were like, this, you know.
Andraste's ashes have been found here in Ferelden too.
Mother Bhelen said that's just some hoax.
Mother Bhelen is a half-blind old cow. Everyone knows Andraste came from Ferelden. It makes sense they'd bring her ashes back here.
Those ashes are so old they'd be dust by now. I don't believe any of it.
That's because we told Brother Genetivi that he could tell people. Like, you had we had the choice to possibly kill him to keep him quiet, but I was like, nah, you know what? I can't do that. Aaron, hello, sir.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
You live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline. Even if we're denied a caste, the Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone. But they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
How often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My
Interesting.
grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Damn. The dwarven lore, I can already tell, is going to be so cool.
Best of luck to you.
They have this strong sense of pride in being born, like underground. They kind of like chastise and judge you if you're like a surface dweller. Hello.
I didn't get into this business to sit on my goods.
Alright. I didn't mean to offend. Just trying to gather some information here. Surface dwarf? Hello, sir.
You're wasting your time. Only dwarves are allowed into Orzammar.
If that's true, this is going to be pretty problematic.
You hear about this son of Merrick?
Farin?
Ah, you want to see some of the best previously owned equipment in Thadus, friend?
Let me take a look.
Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farin's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
Large grease trap plans, greater lyrium potion plans, the flesh rot recipe. I'd love that one. Man, this guy's got a lot of recipes. The Canary sword. It's a nice long sword. Silverite dagger. I don't like the idea of replacing my Beastman's dagger because it's 10 backstab damage and crit damage. But it might be better. It's a Dalish longbow and a ironbark shortbow. I might pick this up for me. Sorry, not this one. The Dalish longbow. I think I'm gonna pick this one up for me. What else do you have, sir? Any accessories? The Dwarven Smith's belt. I think I like Alistair's more. 3 defense, yeah. What about Knight Commander plate? 27 gold, jeez. Dalthanan. It's a weapon room. 10 damage versus Darkspawn. Kinda like that. It's 11 gold though. Oof. If I'm gonna spend 11 gold, I want to get, you know, flesh rot recipe, greater lyrium. Concentrated deathroot extract. That took a lot of our money. I'm gonna say worth it though. I'll come back for the grease trap, the soul rot plans, all these things. Maybe even the salve plans, the recipes. I'd want those, but at least we know about this guy. More
You
dwarves.
think they're isolated now? Merchants won't risk this happening again.
Okay, I don't think anyone else has like anything to say. Let's go see if they'll let us in, even though we clearly overheard some dwarves say that only dwarves are allowed in. We showed our treaties before and they said we were granted passage, so
Safe journeys, Grey Warden.
yeah, exactly. We've already handled this kerfuffle, sir.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. Fair journeys, Warden.
Why would you say that and then have nothing else to say to me? Okay.
Spare a few bits for an old man. I haven't eaten it in days.
I would give you some bits if I could. The game doesn't let me, man.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
The figures are quite grand indeed.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Perhaps I can help.
Perhaps I don't want you to. A surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
Well, Dwarves can be a little cold.
So, you met this sibling of yours?
May the ancestors look kindly
yes.
upon you.
And you made a promise to help her?
Yes.
Why would you do such a thing? This woman is a parasite who will appreciate nothing you do. You know this.
It's moments like this when I truly appreciate the difference between you and me.
It is moments like this when I truly wonder at the difference between you and a toadstool.
Shush. I love the banter between the characters in this game. The commons. Weapons like maces and mauls do less damage than blades, but are particularly effective against heavy armor. Makes sense, they could break through armor. Oh, cutscene.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Bhelen incite a riot.
Oh shit.
Speak that way about the man who should be king!
Oh. Yo, it's happening. Holy. These boys do not play. Okay. Orzammar Commons. Lord Pyrol Harrowmont. No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king may recommend a successor, but the assembly ultimately decides who will rule. House Harrowmont is one of the oldest noble houses, as old as Orzammar itself. Endrin's most trusted advisor, Harrowmont is well known for being an able administrator and the author of many compromises in the ever-warring assembly.
Especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
A blight is coming and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Bhelen, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Bhelen and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Bhelen speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
I should get going then.
Yes, you should.
Vartag Gavorn or Dulin Ferender. Speak to Prince Bhelen's second-in-command, and then speak to Dulin Ferender, Lord Harrowmont's second-in-command. Alright.
Where did
Let's
they put all the
take a poke around the city. Filda.
Ancestors guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
What were you praying for?
My name is Filda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by dark spawn that way.
We shouldn't abandon him. I'll look for him if you want.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
I couldn't hear that story and not help. A mother's hope.
What is that spell?
Let's check out the tavern, though, huh? Orzammar is sick, bro.
I tried dwarven ale once. I thought it was just something they tricked surfacers into drinking, as a joke.
Cora?
I trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'd like a drink.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
I'll have some ale.
I recommend a Brachian brew. She has a heavy head and a deep, rich taste. 3 silvers gives you a pint.
Sold. Brachian brew. Dude, I feel like I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. Just walk into a dwarven tavern,
One of the Legionnaires
immediately get
saw
a beer.
ragged-looking dwarf heading west while he was patrolling the deep roads. When he tried hailing the dwarf, the fellow ran off, screaming.
That
Well,
might
I have
be
other customers
her
to see
son.
to. If you need anything else, just call me over.
Wow, that was a huge tip. Appreciate that. Two bronze. Let's poke around a little more. See maybe if there's nervous adventure.
Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Unbound. You asked, so I'm telling. Don't go. The stories talk of the riches, but never the names. Never where they supposedly spent their wealth. I heard the same tales as the lad in Denerim. Felt the same pull. But it's a lie, son. A lie. They may paint a trail, but once you're on it, does it lead to the beast or back to you? Unsigned letter, father to son. 3 weathered parchments with 3 versions of the same incomplete story. I mean, excerpt. And when his kingdom fell, so disappeared the stolen riches of an age. The beast, the unbound, dormant until one of the true spirits claims his throne. So must hunt the hero of his people, the principled who would search for the ancient evil. This is how they can make a real difference. Scribbled in the corner is a shaky hand. 3 pages, 3 ages. Same story, updated. Same as the tavern song, but older. Signature torn on purpose, but compared, and get Willem Madon, all for him. How? I can't make complete sense out of that right now, but maybe that will reveal itself.
I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
Excuse me.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
Most humans treat my people like you're casteless.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
So you get to vote on the next king.
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Bhelen's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Interesting. How does the caste system work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
Wow. Well, thank you for that. I should get going.
As you wish.
Give me just 1 second, guys. Okay, we're back. Sorry, guys. Had to check on my cat. But Lord Helmley kind of taught us a lot about the two candidates. There's two big candidates, I guess, running here. And one seems more forgiving, one seems more brilliant. That's the only thing we really know about them. I don't even really know their names yet. That well.
Outsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way,
Yeah, you're thinking.
That's what Bhelen stands for.
Interesting. Your allegiance to this Bhelen is clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Some say Bhelen killed his father.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
You approve of this chaos?
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change.
Interesting. A blight is coming. Orzammar can't be divided.
Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you.
Right, well, let's see these wares that you have.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Interesting lore trap plans, mild lore plans. He's got some dwarven steel. A tome of mortal vessel. Gives you an attribute to spend for 15 gold. It's pretty nice. He's got some, ooh, drake skin, Shadow of the Empire. Oh man, I want this so bad. For me. It's tier 7 drake light armor. 2 dex, 2 strength, 1 stamina in combat, 9 armor. Wow, that's really good. We are going to remember your name, sir. We are coming back to you. That's pretty nice for my mages, too. What does Morrigan have on her feet? 9 defense. What about Win? I'd probably put these on Win. What do we have for gloves? I do like the backstab damage, but yeah, I'd keep my current gloves, I think. Excuse me. All right, well, I'm gonna save up enough money to get that Shadow of the Empire. Brother Burkle.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
I didn't think dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Don't dwarves worship their ancestors or something?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
That's their religion. You shouldn't interfere.
You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists?
I mean, that's fair. Whose permission do you need to open a
The
chantry?
Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Do you want me to talk to him for you?
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always. Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
The chant in the deeps. Can't go in here. This heads to Dust Town. Janor's Armors. I don't think we went in here. Let's pop in again real quick if we did. No, we didn't. Okay. Janor, hello.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armors.
Oh, Jannar, sorry.
I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
You know anything about what's happened with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Are you a part of the Smith caste?
I, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
Let's just see what you have in store.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Dwarven, like how the dwarves grow up is so interesting, right? So essentially what happens is, like, depending on whatever your father or mother is, and whatever your sex is, and whatever their line of work is what you are preordained to become. So if your father is royal, you will be royal. If your father was a smith, you would be a smith. Like, that is your entire lineage. That's crazy. Anything, Dwarven massive armor. Whew. That's sick. Want to get that Dwarven massive set eventually. This is all like tier 7 stuff. It's kind of nice. He's got trap plans as well, but I'll just go ahead and pick these up. Take the metal shards for traps as well. We might be back, Janor, don't worry. Does he have like any books in his shop or anything on smithing that I could... I don't think so. Alright, well. So I think our main quest here is going to be to figure out a little bit of backstory on both the parties and help make a decision on who's going to be the leader. Figor's Imports. Oh, keys required, it's locked. Okay.
Excuse me,
Dagna?
do you have a moment?
Yes?
You look like you're not from around here.
Yes, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Do you want me to ask them?
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Jannar of the Smith Cast.
Hey.
Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
Wow.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Sweet girl. An unlikely scholar. She just wants to go to school. Garen?
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Tome of Physical Training. The reader gets 1 point to spend on a talent or spell. That's really nice for 20 gold. I'll take the metal shards. A little more expensive than the last shop, but that's okay. A precision geared recurve. It's made out of sylvan wood. The Life Giver. Wow, 87 gold. 10 constitution, 3 health regen in combat, 10 health regen while exploring, 3 armor, 20 healing effects received. This would be an insane ring on Alistair. It's just like a great tank ring, right? Also has some nice large crystals for Shal? Is that his name? Is that how you say his name? Right? The Rose's Thorn. Oh, look at this thing, dude. Tier 7 Dragon Bone. It's 148 gold. 2 dexterity, 1 health regen in combat, 3 damage, 5 melee crit chance, 30 backstab, and crit damage. Wow. This is the dagger we want. That is a dagger right there, man. Wow. We want that dagger and we want that ring. Those are great. Alright, well, Garen Garrison's shop is another one that we want to remember. Nug Wrangler Bowermore.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. Now I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
A lost nug. Just like that, we got another quest. What the hell is this? Oh! You've wrangled the nug into the box. Alright. That was easy enough.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
Got a nug for you here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game. Such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I've found.
Cool. 12 silver, and I guess if we find more of these quote-unquote nugs, whatever they are, we'll just bring them to him. But alright, we explored the first, like, quadrant of Orzammar. There's a lot to this city, it seems. There's Dust Town, there's Deep Roads, you know, the Proving Grounds. We've got more to explore. We're gonna pick up in the next one, and I guess explore Orzammar a little more, and then go do some of these side quests, maybe? We got a ton more, so we're going to call it here for now. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, and God bless, gamers.